By the way, brother Khalid, these people, I mean, they're mashallah, the prayer here, their prayer, very similar to like Adhan, confused sometimes. You can't, you notice there is a link.
There is a link. Maybe in the during late time, you may stand. It seems for you is Adhan.
Yes, we heard yesterday like this.
Yeah.
Many times, but I told Dr. Jane, no, this is not Adhan.
Sometimes we wake up, we feel that it's Adhan.
Yes.
They are dominating each and every corner. Always they will take the mountain part, the highland part. Yeah, then they will control the lowlands.
Yeah.
This is a political and military strategy previously. It continues still now.
Oh my God.
I hope we are now closing to IFB.
Now we're going to IFB, huh?
Yeah, IFB.
You said they are Islamic finance, but they are an institute, same like Max Bridge.
Like the same like Max Bridge, but this one is the one who is paving the way for even for Max Bridge also.
They're ahead.
Yeah, the photo that I saw you with PM Abu Bakr Ahmed, the one that I told you.
Yeah.
He is also the board member for this organization. Also.
Okay. So they are like also they are supervising the Islamic banks, or they are like Sharia, giving Sharia.
No, these two, Max Bridge and this one also, they are teaching Islamic free banking only. Not only giving. There is no any organization that gives in government Islamic free banking.
Okay.
There is no any course.
Okay.
So these new organizations they are establishing after interest-free banking is open.
Okay. Good.
Once
to prepare Ethiopians for Islamic banking.
Islamic educated person, in Islamic Sharias. This is the municipality office. This one, his name is Abuna Petros. He is one of the well-known leader previously. But this one is the municipality office.
Ah, okay.
This one, the white one.
The white one behind it.
Behind one, the municipality office.
Okay.
This one. Front line. Yeah, good.
Yes.
This is the municipality office.
Municipality for all Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa, yeah.
Municipality they have power here. They control all the
back one is the School of Journalism, Addis Ababa University branch. This is where I studied.
Mashallah.
I've been taking my elementary here, my university here.
So you're around. This one is.
Yeah, I hope it's not visible for
it's
you.
okay.
Yeah. This is where the great Ethiopian history, Islamic history, and others
started.
What
name?
His name is
Menelik.
Yeah. He believes that he is the one who continues other, particularly the Kanisa one. He believes that he is the owner, the leader of that.
Okay.
Most of the scholars currently they don't agree with his ideas.
Okay.
Particularly Muslim scholars.
Okay.
They said that this is the one who kills most of the Muslim societies. Others they said he is king of kings of others.
Okay.
From two perspectives in paradise.
Even when I heard about Najashi in Al Jazeera, you've seen Al Jazeera, they did the program. Muslim scholars say something, others say something.
This is political discourse.
We know that our Prophet, he will not pray on someone unless he was a Muslim.
Even I put in my research that Najashi was previously a Christian, then converted to Islam.
Yes.
There is an evidence for that.
Yes.
There is a clear evidence.
Which is?
He returned back to Islam. That's what it is, because the Rasul when they sent their companion, immediately after the dialogue he made with the companions of Prophet Muhammad,
which was I think Ja'far radiallahu anhu,
and others,
Abi Talib.
He changed his paradigm.
True.
And he returned back to Islam.
True.
There's an evidence
even
for
though how come he returned his friend Amr ibn al-As?
How can
he helped him a lot.
Yeah, he gave him a reward for him, and he said, take this one.
Yes.
He knows that.
And he will not return his friend if he was not convinced on Islam. Yeah, and also the other, if he was very, let's say, worried about Muslims and he don't like them, he will not give them chance to go preach. They preach many people and they became Muslim before even they go to back to Medina.
Yeah.
Sayyidina Ja'far and all the others, they became they brought with them more Muslims from.
The reality is that I told you, and the writer Trimingham in 1950, the one that he wrote Islam in Ethiopia, he puts most of the peoples in Ethiopia, particularly the lowlanders, their way of life is similar with the Arabs at that particular moment.
Yes.
So they accepted Islam because Islam is way of life for any human being which is suitable.
Yes.
So they joined immediately.
Yes.
At that particular moment, the Abyssinian government, that means the Abyssinian ruler, they didn't disseminate their religion to other parts of Ethiopia.
They thought they are higher.
Yeah, in the highlands of Ethiopia, particularly in the northern part,
Yes.
they settle, they keep only their straw. But Islam, when it comes before the Arabs, they came in the form of trade, and they goes to from the Zaila trade route and all they penetrate to Ethiopia.
Oh, mashallah.
Till the southern part of Ethiopia, Jimma. Name was named Jimma.
Yeah.
Till that.
الحين Eritrea, how many percentage Muslims?
Well,
because Eritrea was also part of Habasha. No?
It's part of Habasha. It's in 1959 that it's separated from Ethiopia in the form of federation.
Yes.
But Eritrea, I don't have very exact number, but most of them are Muslims, because even the Eritrea Liberation Front, when they start to separate from Ethiopia, their basic reason is religious, not political, not economic. They believe that we're Muslims, we don't have to have our own government.
Yes.
So
claim, yeah.
Yeah, they're claiming that one. Even most of the history of politics in Ethiopia shows that the one that now the one that take Abiy is from Oromia.
Yeah.
From Oromia regional state. There are 10 regions in Ethiopia now. I hope now it's increasing. Other becomes claiming their own independence, and the states are increasing now. So
this one, we wanted to visit a place called Harar.
Harar, yeah.
Because that one is, they said, mostly like you would see the mosque, many mosques.
Many mosques are there. Historically, they have a great communication with the Arabs, the Yemenis particularly. That's why they become developed at that particular moment. They have their own wall that's been surrounding the city. They are administrating themselves.
Okay.
Independently, they are administrating. So building a big.
And there is the Sahaba, no?
Yeah.
Sahaba gone that area, right?
Yeah.
Sahaba, Sayyidina Ja'far, and this there is some qabr of Sahaba, I think there.
Yeah, Sahaba were there, but I'm not sure about who is that one.
Yeah, there is. For Bilal, are you sure he's from this area? Bilal, Sayyidina Bilal.
Yeah, because the hadith shows that his face is black. That means maybe he's close to Sudan and Ethiopia in border. Maybe some of the people
Habashi, they call him Bilal al-Habashi.
Bilal al-Habashi. Most of the people they claim that maybe he's around Benishangul. That means it's Sudan and Ethiopia in between.
Okay.
So maybe he's black. Everything is showing to that.
Things, because you know.
Yeah.
We travel a lot.
We do lots of meetings, and sometimes you forget everything.
Yeah.
So this, if we make any commitments or something different. First, I'll introduce myself.
Okay.
Okay, and yes, so you can see from our name, it's an inspiration economy.
Yes.
It's like a concept that Dr. Muhammad Hadi is the founder of it. So we're introducing it in the world. As you know, the history of economics was emerging history. I mean, we have the communists, we have the capitalism, behavioral economy, and all these economy was coming. And here we felt of introducing a new economy to the world. Because as you know, capitalism has its advantages, but had lots of advantages where more poor people became poorer and lots of problems came with it. And behavioral economy can be solve things, but not in a different way. So this concept was introduced before 6 years. I mean, it was like a concept that Dr. Muhammad was trying to work on from 10 years before with different governments, and where the concept evolves and how we can do changes to the communities and societies with no resources or very minimal resources, and with small things that we can do changes, either to the governments or societies and communities. As an institutional wise, we started it before 6 years and registered in the EU and Slovenia. We do have different NGOs and institutions around the world, and now we are stopping doing institution, and we do lots of partnerships with other organizations, especially universities. We do have NGOs also in Bahrain.
She's the president.
Located in Bahrain, I'm the chairperson for it. And also we do have an academic programs that we do work, and thanks God now we have accredited our master degree and PhD in inspiration economy in Umdurman University. And also we do have the program in one of the Switzerland's university, which is also online. And we did have also our academic programs with some specialized institutions like the Police Academic Institution in Bahrain, academic-wide. And we do have always, as I say, we have like the NGO arm and the academic arm, and the most important for us is the project and applied arm, that we do changes with the program, we work with communities. We always say in our observation, it's not good to have like a community, for example, a school to teach a social work and around it all poverty and they can't solve the problems here. Or you have an economic school around an area and they have an economic problem and they don't do a real. And then from here we do our researches. So that's why always our researches is applied. So you do the project, you do the research and development, you publish it, and then we turn it to an academic program to do the work. This is in brief what I want to say. Maybe Dr. Mohammed is a much better person.
Anyway, just maybe to explain the concept, whatever she covered, of course, is the main thing, but the concept of inspiration economy is about finding the inspiring currency. You know, every economy has a currency. Knowledge, you know, have a currency of knowledge of currency, innovation, knowledge, you know, having innovation currency, creativity currency, behavioral economics currency. And our currency is finding opportunities inside the problems. So wherever there is a problem, whether it's a socio-economic majority of our work, but even I can tell you from nail to plane, we have done projects, mashallah, huge, because as she said, Dr. Dunya, I started since 2005. Okay? We established an institution in 2015. And I started to do labs in different countries. In Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in Bahrain. Bahrain and Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and this I signed with governments in my contracts. Because we disrupt the way these things are done. Whether it's mostly in government service, but even product wise. And from there, 2015, we said, no, this is became now a concept. Let's now work on developing the concept and putting books and journals about it and publishing papers, beside going to academic. Only 2021, last year, we started to correspond with universities. And one of the early universities, like Dr. Dunya said, Cambridge University, private university in Switzerland, which is online university, accepted us and published and started our program. But the most important university changed for us now and make us more focused. They told us your program is very important for us, which is the Umdurman Islamic University, which is a huge university, you know.
What is it, Tafa?
Umdurman Islamic University. Sudan.
Okay.
Very popular. It is the source for many Islamic universities.
Okay.
You know, the Islamic University in Malaysia, other universities. And the graduates, they are available, mashallah, everywhere.
Okay.
So from they not only taken our program, as Dr. Dunya said, we wanted for master. They take it to PhD and diploma. And then we got approved recently, just 2 months ago, from higher education in Sudan. Now our goal is that to spread this, because Umdurman will focus on teaching Arabic, even though they've been approved for English and French.
Yeah.
But I think their capacity, they will teach only in Arabic.
Yeah.
And with instability in Sudan, this made us say, okay, let's go to Tanzania and what was Rwanda at the beginning, before Ethiopia, frankly.
Okay.
But then, because Tanzania have a problem, we said, okay, we change. We decided to come to, and later I spoke to Brother Khalid, I told him, through our different contact, I got to know Brother Khalid. I told are interested to work either in projects to show that our models, because how we spread, mashallah, now today, since only 2015, but we are available in 37 countries. In 2020 February, we celebrated 34 countries. They came to Bahrain before they do the lockdown. You know, they did the lockdown end of February. Early February, we had all our people come to Bahrain to attend our conference to present papers about what they have done in their communities using exploration economy technique and so on. But our goal, second goal is academic, which is maybe relevant also to you, because it will support your initiative for Islamic finance or for to bring a new program or courses inside this program, module courses that can support people understanding Islam in practice, not only the system. What you are putting, this one system, and I know, my friends, they are establishing. Our sheikh we have in Bahrain is very well known in Islamic finance. The lead, one of the leading, Malaysia, Bahrain, and little bit Dubai. We compete with Dubai, but we believe Bahrain much ahead of Malaysia and Bahrain is the strongest. And those who put the seeds, they are my friends, my generation. So I can tell you in this one, what we are doing is very relevant to Islamic approaches, not finance only, because this is system-based. Ours, it's approach-based. We are approaching to change the mindset of the communities, so that when they see the outcome of how we solve problems, they start to see, oh, this is Islam. How we eliminate poverty, not alleviate poverty. You're not sure, you know the difference between elimination and elevation, which is SDG goals, United Nations SDG goals. How to, for example, develop women, not to empower women. Okay? How to minimize youth migration from the villages to the cities. And these are live projects. I can tell you, can enter our YouTube, you see our publication, and we have all the evidence. Not talking theories. It's all as live that's been done in different countries, different cultures. In Bosnia, in Morocco, in Mauritania, and so on. And we approach it also through economic finance related technique. For example, we invest $500 in each project to establish co-ops, or to establish social for-profits, or to start, for example, a school-based system that will help the community to develop themselves. In Assam, and you see our areas are where there's Muslims majority. Like in Assam, we have the bamboo school. In Mauritania, we have the co-ops. But these co-ops, with these co-ops, we take in villages. These co-ops come from the village itself. They work in different industries, like in bakery, like we see in our system now. Bab al-Khair. Just came from Bab al-Khair. But in that one, business. They make business. These women, I'm talking about 45 per core. They work in different industries. And now we've gone professional, soup and so on, and with the labeling. So we improve their profit margin, improve their education level, improve their way of dealing with each other. Because most of the women are helping is divorce. So we started a family stability program, how to eliminate and solve problems so that instead of doing correction, we're doing preventive or actually proactiveness. Proactiveness, before something happens. So alhamdulillah, we have models now, we can show you where we are working and so on. Also we are working in areas called social for profit. Okay? There is a project that's a good asset in certain country, like Ghana. I give always example, they have a good in chocolate, good in shea butter, shea butter. And for there we make with them also projects for women or other people, like poor people, where we produce and we start to sell in Amazon. Same thing, by the way, Bamboo, we're selling in Amazon now. They're companies, registered companies. So this is an example of what we work on. I'm not sure if you have any questions, you are welcome to ask.
It's clean. I hope you will introduce your organization first further to entertain in a general manner. I told only the names of the organization. I hope they don't have time to read this one now. We need a brief explanation before we proceed, and also as Dr. Muhammad said, maybe if you have any question, and we'll proceed to discussion time. Inshallah.
state-like institutions dealing with different departments, such educational departments. One is the Interest-Free Banking and Finance Institute, the one you are having in front of you. This deals with education of higher education of the Islamic finance and economy. We currently running two programs. One is the bachelor degree, and the other one is the master's program. And we have tailored and short-term trainings for based on needs from the banks and the insurance. We do tailored training, tailored short-term courses, and also, even if we didn't start at this time, as you know, this industry is new into our country, so there is a lack of manpower, at the same time short skilled manpower. Yes. So we are trying to fill that gap. At the same time, we are trying to help the institutions, the financial institutions, to build their capacity, also to organize, to run the business in a professional and standard way, in a good practice. So we do also consultancy service to them. We give them consultancy service to them. So this is the IBFI. The other one we have is Arena Multimedia. The Arena Multimedia is more normally we teach on that one related with multimedia, like animation, visual effects, something like this. This one done in collaboration with, it's a franchise business actually. The company called Uptake, its head office is in Mumbai. We bought the franchise license, so it's a franchise business model we are using. So somehow it's managed from there, where we only operate day-to-day business over here. Okay. So these are two institutions that we are having here. Normally what we are trying to do is, our philosophy is bringing, not to work on something which is normally being done. We are trying to bring something new to the country as much as possible. So these two fields are new even in Ethiopia, the multimedia as well as the Islamic banking and finance education. So currently we are running bachelor and masters for this one. We have one classes, I think. We just started maybe before 3-4 months ago, and that's it. Okay. So that's where we are. And actually we are running also this with some of international partners. We are not doing it alone, because as you know, we don't have the necessary human resources.
Yes.
This
is online or
it's physical. It's
physical.
Yeah, physical.
So you're having lecturers come and they...
Even one of our lecturers, he just left yesterday night. He's from Britain, but he's a graduate from the INSEF from Manchester University, and INSEF from Malaysia.
Okay. He's
a professor from UK.
Right.
So he's the one running the program.
Okay.
He's academic dean. It was good. It has been better if you met him together.
Last time I met with him, the professor, discussed some issues.
You met him?
Yeah.
Okay. Professor Said?
Yeah, Professor.
Yeah. So,
MashaAllah, UK Islam is Islamic institutes are huge. And every university they are starting Islamic finance.
Yes.
So more than Islamic Arab world.
It's becoming.
Even BSc I think British banking. British bank
HSBC عندهم الإسلامك حسابات.
And even
account.
Even conventional banking, they are putting Islamic banking because they are saying there is lots of profit. No?
Definitely. And I don't know whether you know about IOU or not. The university, the online university founded by Dr. Bilal Phillips. You know about it? IOU. Yeah. International Open University. You know Dr. Bilal Phillips?
Yeah, an Open University. Yes.
Dr. Bilal Phillips, you know him?
No.
Canadian.
No.
He's residing.
From Kenya?
No.
Canadian.
No. He's residing in Qatar. The chef. I think he's very known.
Yeah, he's very well known.
Yeah, very well
known.
Chef.
Dr. Bilal Phillips.
Bilal Phillips, I know. Yes.
Yeah.
Bilal Phillips, I
This
know.
organization belongs to him, I hope.
Yeah, he's the founder. Yeah,
He's the founder.
he's the one who.
Open University. هذه Islamic Open University.
It's changed. It was Islamic Online University.
Yes.
But they changed it to International Open University.
Okay.
But the same is IOU. The IOU. Yeah. He's the founder of IOU.
Yeah.
Well, also he's the co-founder of this one. Yes.
Okay.
So we run these things together.
Okay.
With him. They have on IOU previously. I mean, they are still running an online program, basic program on Islamic finance, not a master's, Also, that's why we are collaborating with them. So we have a collaboration with them. So somehow what you're doing and what we are doing is similar. I think there are many ways we can help and work together. We want to either to introduce your programming within our institution. The issue in Ethiopia is always there is some bureaucracy.
Yes.
Big bureaucracy.
Yes.
It's run by normally like something Islamized kind of education they don't like. Now we are planning even to introduce Islamic psychology. They have Islamic psychology. We want to introduce Islamic psychology, some related Islamized kind of education. I think the one you are having is a similar thing.
Yes, I'm not sure. You sent him our.
I look into it.
Aspiration economy is actually a collection of multidisciplinary.
Yeah.
The majority of these disciplines is two disciplines: economy and psychology.
Okay.
It's similar to behavioral economy. You know behavioral economy.
Yeah.
So very similar, but we work on higher end. These people, behavioral economy, they work for 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
They got Nobel Prize now recently, 2, 3 Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
The last 2, 3 years are for behavioral economics.
Okay.
Because they start to convince the conventional economists. Like Islamic Bank, it took some time to come up and so on.
Yeah.
For us, we're working on the mindset. To change the mindset of the people and so on.
Very important.
And we're using lots of psychology. Mindset is about psychological, but through doing, not through education only. For that, we want to bring graduates now to push graduates. The reason I'm coming here and going to Rwanda actually. Rwanda also, we are seeing many universities there. Because we'll be preparing for Rwanda for a long time. This happened only in the last few weeks.
Okay.
Because we changed plan from Tanzania to here. And we're lucky to manage to see you also. But the reason, because we're looking for people who collaborate with us and with the Omdurman Islamic University, since they have the approval from higher education, to run the program here. Because Sudan is not stable. And also we are thinking about Egypt or Rwanda. These are the two places we are studying now, where we do, because we have also people from the Gulf country. They want to come and they have to attend, because most of our program is we can do it for people who are outside the country online, but they have to attend also.
The program is online or the physical?
No, it's supposed to be physical. But we also do it for those who are doing PhD and master. Like I myself, I did my master and PhD twice. I did. I'm not in UK. But I did it, and then I go. I meet the professor for meeting, summer camp. I go, meeting, preparing for dissertation, all in the campus. But most of my studies alone, I do it in the. And already we uploaded even our curriculum in Arabic, all available on YouTube. So already available. We're running classes also. So I'm looking here forward, brother, to ease it so that you maybe write it down and then we'll correspond. We have, I think, 3 approaches. The first approach is the preferable approach. We work together in accrediting this program in Ethiopia. I will work with you step by step, even financing the process of accreditation. We are interested to finance it. To get it approved.
All your programs, you want to be accredited here.
Accredited for the PhD and the master specifically. For the postgraduate diploma, this is the choice of Sudan. They prefer the postgraduate. But for us, we are interested in PhD and master. It says MSc, not like MBA. MSc, not MA.
Master of Science.
Master of Science. Because it has lots of science. It has medical, it has law, it has economics, it has psychology, sociology, you name it, mashallah, the program is very rich.
Yeah.
And even the curriculum is rich.
Yeah.
If you see the letter, I put for you the links.
Okay.
So you can see the amount of the subjects and the different and so on.
Yeah.
And we prepare the faculty.
Okay.
We'll take faculty, majority will be from this country, beside other. Because why I want it in English? Because you see, in Africa we have 3 languages.
Yeah.
Arabic or English or French.
Yeah.
So I want to address the English, which is I can bring lots of people from Ghana, from different countries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either we sponsor them, or they will be, self-paid people. They will pay for themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one type. Second thing is that we collaborate directly if we can.
Yeah.
Now with Umdurman.
Yeah.
To sponsor, since you know the places, you know how to run. You are running now your program.
Yeah.
And you have a good place here, something like this.
Yeah.
So we can have the professors from Sudan come here to meet the other students, Arabic or English, who register through you.
Yeah.
They can get their certificate from Umdurman
Yeah.
in collaboration with you.
Yeah. Okay.
So especially Mauritania, Ethiopian ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they can teach the most of our professors in the Sudan. They speak English, Arabic.
Okay.
Already they teach in different countries, in Malaysia, so
Yeah.
they go and come back and so.
Yeah.
So this also will be a potential. And this we can start. This one we can start even as soon as possible.
Okay.
Once we agree, we start let the university there.
Yeah.
We start corresponding with you, and this is one thing.
Okay.
And then meanwhile, we work for the other part, because once you see the potential from this, because this one is risk free. The second one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Risk free for you. You will get paid
Yeah.
for the services you will provide for these people, and maybe you get also Ethiopians who attend the programs and so on.
Yeah.
Our idea of the program not to make profit.
Okay.
Our idea is to spread the inspiration economy all over the world.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
especially in African continent, because we believe here where is the poverty more,
Yeah.
and nobody know how to deal with poverty. Eliminating,
Yeah.
and even big NGOs. They are emphasizing poverty without knowing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And by giving the poor, feeding the poor only, without helping them to get out of poverty line and so on.
Yeah.
Okay? The third thing, which is Dr. Dunya was suggesting before we meet you,
Yeah.
or you come, she said that also from now, you can maybe, if you want, I don't know how much your partners will be interested in that, you can embed this in your program, the one course.
In your
Only
elective one.
One course, okay.
Elective, one of the electives
Yeah.
will be inspiration economy. This is
Yeah.
the simplest thing. Also, you can do in your program.
Mm.
We have other programs which is Brother Khalid he was talking about. Inshallah, Dr. Soon, inshallah. We do it with the police in Bahrain.
Okay.
This has been running five years now.
Okay.
Called Inspiring Leaders.
Inspiring leaders.
Yeah, usually this is for government entities and those who are leaders. They want to prepare them for another level.
Yeah.
For example, he's a lieutenant in the army, want to become a captain or a major or something like this.
Yeah.
He have to go through this course,
Yeah.
6 months.
Okay.
They do projects to eliminate, for example, violence or eliminate crimes, to bring bridges with the society and so on.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was for the police in the beginning. Then this program start to attract, because it's done in the Royal College of Police.
Okay.
Start to attract other partners,
Okay.
like for example, from the women side, Council of Women,
Yeah.
Bahrain, from the Justice, different ministries. They start to come
Yeah.
and send their leaders there.
Okay. Okay.
So also this program is very interesting.
Yeah.
6 months,
It's a kind of.
but it's not a credit program. This is only
Short-term training. kind
6 months.
So
They meet once a week.
Okay.
Once a week, till they achieve their projects and so on. And they don't graduate,
Yeah.
like by the way, even our master and PhD, without seeing a project live in the community. It's like impact related. All our projects,
Yeah.
not by just sitting at the table and finishing your thesis. No,
Yeah.
you have to show that what is you have done in the relevant to the
Yeah.
community or the
Yeah.
area
Yeah.
yes. Or the organization. Sometimes.
And maybe another part is publishing with our journals. We do have our academic journals. so also, and it's multidisciplinary journals. So also we would like
highly rated. We are highly rated. It's been 5 years. Published in USA, by the way.
Okay.
So it's also very strong journals.
Yeah.
So this you are welcome, your academics or your graduates.
Yeah.
They do their thesis.
Yeah.
Or their, the part of their maybe assignments and so.
Yeah.
You want to put a paper, they can publish in our journal.
In English.
Especially if you see it.
So
It goes on.
online journal? Online?
It's online.
Yes.
Online.
Okay.
Now it's open access online. It's
Oh.
potentially.
Yeah.
And I want to spread the idea. For us, closed access. Even we don't publish in our journals because we publish outside. But even we publish always open access. Because
So
we give
citations.
people can cite it easily and can access the information easily.
I think it's very interesting. For the two options that you gave us, like the PhD and the masters, to establish it here, it will be more a better option.
Yes.
Because we know the mentality of students in Ethiopia.
Yes.
Like, well, if you tell them that you're going to take a course, an online course, and you're going to take the accredited certification from another country, normally the mentality is not there. I mean, they won't accept it. Unless otherwise they sit over there and learn it came from the outside.
Yes.
So the much better option would be like introducing the program here and getting the accreditation from the higher education of
And this is
Ethiopia.
also better, also for us.
Yeah.
We're willing to go this line. And for us, the more it is accredited, the more the program will be accepted all over the world.
Yeah.
Yani my goal is not to reach only here, I want to reach China, I want to reach America, like this. But the more we accredit, the more it will spread.
Yeah.
Same story of MBA or Islamic finance. It started like this.
Yeah.
One university, then after a few years, another university.
Yeah.
Till الحين ما شاء الله it's a fact.
Yeah, definitely. We know the inside, the in and outside of this process of getting accreditation
Yes.
from the Ministry of Education here. As I told you before, there is lots of bureaucracy. And when you add up on it,
I don't think it is worse than Sudan.
Big,
Sorry to tell you.
yeah,
With all the respect,
yeah.
I don't think it's worse than Sudan or other countries.
There is a bureaucracy. It's done, for example, which applies for every society. There is a bureaucracy, a more added bureaucracy because of your identity,
Yes.
because of you're a Muslim,
Yes,
or when they are thinking that this is a Muslim-inspired program.
yes,
Even if it is, I mean, you finished everything, they may trap you.
yes, yes,
There is this kind of trend here.
yes.
But we have we started more than 3 years ago, this program to establish it. One, we delayed.
No, this is already accredited by higher education? Or?
No, that's why I'm coming.
Yes.
One year we delayed because of the COVID, but after that, since we started, maybe it's 2 years, we were fighting with them because there is a certain clause which says education in Ethiopia is secular.
Yes.
It says secular. So the higher education, the Ministry of Higher Education, they don't have the authority to give, or the mandate to give accreditation to any
Because it's an
education
Islamic
related
Yes,
to
because written Islamic.
a religion, anything related to religion.
Mhm.
Because when you see the contents of our courses, it says Islamic finance, it says Sharia, it says Islamic economy, different kind of terms. Even the terms it matters to them. So, but we are fighting.
They can see examples where they are now. They
In
are
UK.
not worse than France or UK or Switzerland.
Yeah.
And you know the hub of Islamic banking is available in Switzerland.
Yeah.
The hub, the most
Yeah.
major projects for Islamic banking done in Switzerland.
Yeah. But the irony is the government allowed already the Islamic finance.
This is what I'm saying. They have a good. They should see the examples of these countries.
Yeah. So if you allow the industry to flourish,
Yes.
from where the industry will bring the necessary skill, human resource. It's very difficult. You need to have education centers for that. So from that perspective, we are challenging them. We've been challenging them. Then it reached the office of the Prime Minister. Now we've been asked just a couple of weeks ago to resubmit our application. So I think they established certain kind of committee they are trying to say. For your case, I don't think it has maybe such kind of related issues. The only thing is it's new. It's new. The only thing they were going to ask us is its relevance in this country. We have to be able to show them the relevance.
Yes.
There are documents we're going to show. They call it assessment need.
Yes.
So we need to be able to show them its relevance.
We will send you, inshallah, once we can start corresponding.
Yeah.
We have documents. We're going in Omdurman University itself. We've gone through 12 committees. Okay.
Yeah.
12 committees. You can imagine. Okay. But this exercise gives us more strength. Because now every university asks me about they are starting the accreditation.
Yeah.
I send them all. The files are already ready.
Okay.
Especially I do it in Arabic and English always. Then also when they go to higher education authorization, also they ask more files. And for example, there is files also we did that higher education was impressed because they never had this file from any other university.
Program.
We call it other program called student profile.
Okay.
I'm sure here in Ethiopia you don't have this.
No.
What means student profile? What the student will be characteristics, attitude, behavior. What are the titles you will that can be are already available in the market? That is the student will go for. Okay, and what type of titles we are creating in the market? Okay, so
Yeah.
we have put 22 type of titles.
Yeah.
Some of them already available. Some of them like in Google.
Once they graduate and when they go out, they will be like they will have different kind of positioning.
Positions. For
Yeah.
example, in Google
Yeah.
or Unilever, Microsoft, big companies.
Yeah.
The big companies even in India, different companies around the world.
Yeah.
They start to put what they call it inspiring officer.
Inspiring officer.
Yes. What's the role of the? If you Google now, for example, put inspiring officer,
Yeah.
you see many companies.
Okay.
They're just starting. This is only starting 2020 during the COVID time.
Okay.
What's their job? Is to inspire the people to do work wherever they are,
Yeah.
to bring new ideas to the organization.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
and to see different projects in the collaboration, like research and development,
Yeah. That's it.
which is using different techniques like we are already using
Yeah.
in our solving our problems program and so on,
Yeah.
and so on. So there is lots of, and now even the behavioral economists are the top economists needed in the world,
Okay.
more than a traditional economy, classic economy.
Yeah.
Why? Because behavioral economics are used by governments and so on.
Yeah.
So for us, and they can work in different things. Besides,
Yes.
we are focusing not to bring people to get employed,
Yeah.
to be job creators, more than to be
Job seekers.
job seekers.
Yes.
That's also.
They need
So this profile,
Yeah.
once you see it, also you can use it for the Islamic finance.
Yeah. Actually, even like you said, people who are they can work even Islamic banks in Islamic financial institutions. Those
Yeah.
kind of people. We are thinking even to make the Islamic finance more to do with minimizing the poverty.
Yes.
Yes.
It has to be like
And micro start
And now,
things.
whatever I'm doing with the co-ops,
yeah.
I told you the $500. How we it become 2,000. And you can imagine, brother, $500 is nothing.
Yeah.
You can change with it community.
Yeah.
And now when I tell you I have a village, complete village,
Yeah.
in Mauritania called Dar Bayda.
Yeah.
And if you tell me how much, Muhammad, you spent to eliminate poverty such, and I can make you visit. You can see it on YouTube anyway, it's in
Yeah.
minutes. I'll tell you it's less than maybe 50,000, maximum 50,000. Why?
Yeah.
Because the way you are doing it, it's not how much you are doing.
Yeah.
The way, the technique you
Yeah.
are doing is different.
Yeah.
And we don't work with one person. We will work with, as I told you, women, collection of women or collection of families.
Yeah.
We work together, and in a specific area where there is niche, that in the market.
Yeah.
We supply them with the different tools, techniques, equipments, so that they can come out of poverty. Without, we're also supporting them with other things like education.
Yeah.
We require these people.
Yeah.
They come to our program and they're with the societies. We teach them how to, make mathematics
Yeah.
for minimal mathematics,
Yeah.
minimal education,
Yeah. Like accounting.
reading in their language, which is Mauritanian Arabic.
Yeah.
Okay. Beside also knowing we call it because they are Muslims, all of them there.
Yeah.
We say معلوم من الدين بالضرورة means the most essential things about your religion.
Yeah.
What you should do, how you pray, like this, and their rights. What are their rights? With their husband, with their families, with their community, and so on.
Yeah.
And mashallah, they become very quickly entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
From people in poverty to people they are thinking about bringing. So this co-op start to bring many other co-ops. Other co-op bring many other co-ops.
Yeah.
And we make like a competition between them. And how much they are eliminated poverty, how much they send their children to school.
Yeah.
We support them also. We tell them once you take your children to school,
Yeah.
two you take two or you put two. We also will fund you with two. And this is an area where I think this country you need it a lot.
Definitely. We need it.
We were talking all this day, and I'm sure Brother Khalid will tell you what we said later, yani. But what I wanted to say is that this is an area where both for this life and for the hereafter.
Yeah.
Working.
Yeah, definitely.
Inshallah.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately, when I saw him for the second time, when I saw him, I came happy because we are close. Unfortunately,
Yeah, mashallah.
but I don't know with whom I will meet.
Okay.
I saw like you. So, this is a golden opportunity for inspirational economy and also for interest-free banking and finance institute in Addis. I see this also a golden opportunity for both because they are going to establish a new organization to join the market. Unfortunately, the inspirational economy is working to penetrate all the global market. So these two institutions, while they are working in collaboration, the proceeding impact will be great because both of them are symbiotic. Nobody cannot come to here to lobby or to take them to somewhere else. They have their own ideas. Unfortunately, it's a little bit close to inspirational economy. The same scenario, but inspirational economy at its hand will help the society, particularly in our country, Ethiopia. Same type of inspirational economy is as such mandatory it becomes in the future. And also, that's why interest-free banking, we have been struggling a lot to attain this.
Yes.
It's around 10, I hope it's around 10 years asking to have our own interest-free banking. Yeah. So, this time, inspiration.
Yeah, and this is needed a lot in Africa. And now I know that Ghana is coming up with Islamic finance a lot. And Islamic finance not only for Muslims.
Yeah.
They should know that this is something, a concept.
Yeah.
It's like inspiration concept.
There is a mission.
It's brought by Muslim,
Yes.
but it is a way of banking.
Yeah,
Like
I told you
Muslim.
previously, the discourse in Ethiopia, the political discourse, it doesn't accept any ways of, as you told me in Al Jazeera, when you hear something from somebody and from somebody else, it becomes too different. There are two paradigms.
So,
if you say interest-free banking, what does it mean interest? Interest is Islam. So how can we accommodate Islam in this country, politics, economics, and other things? Social affairs. So they are marginalizing because of such type of stream. I hope inspirational economy starting from Islam,
yes.
it doesn't align with anything else.
Yes.
So it's been
That's true. يعني by the way, even though يعني even in India now, you know there is a popular with Hindu and Muslim and so on.
Yeah.
Still we're working there.
Yeah.
Assam is majority Muslims, but in our project there is lots of Hindu also. In Ghana, Christians.
Yeah.
Even though majority we Muslims. And for us, and we really this is what we are doing.
Yeah.
But I tell you, because Muslims are community is always lower in everything, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Education,
Yeah.
mindset, not only mindset, not because of them, because of the culture, because of the environment they were put in. And now, even the new population, you can see huge gap, especially in emerging economies.
Yes.
If you go to India, or you go to China, or you go to Ghana, or you go to every country I visit, always Muslims, I see them less. And they tell the governments, they start to tell us, please help us with Muslims. The Muslims are our problem. Okay?
Here it's the opposite.
Yeah?
They will ask you to degrade the Muslims.
Yes.
Here the opposite.
لا بس أنا
The
في
mentality of the Christians in our country and the mentality of the Christian other places.
Yes.
Now India is becoming a bit difficult places.
Yes.
Because of there is the
The government.
Yeah, the political discourse is
Yes.
changing over there.
Yes. Yes.
But here, even the society, not forget about the government, the society by itself, they have their own problem.
Yes.
They don't want the sexes any kind to Muslim community. That's the
Afraid.
problem. Yeah, that's the problem. So whenever they find you,
But I can tell you, brother,
they will stop
the
you.
more we do projects,
Yeah, definitely.
quiet,
Yeah.
and show in this projects, and like this our sister Bab Al Khair, and I told her that what you're doing is great, good, but to be great, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala greatest.
Yeah.
To be great, you need to do much more work.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
What she's doing 3 years,
Yeah.
amazing. Maybe I cannot do it, but we need to improve her course of direction
Yeah.
and how she sustain.
Mm.
And how she sustain without depending on help of others.
Mm.
And how to eliminate people waiting for food, for their own dignity.
Yes.
The Muslim or non-Muslim, with time, they become people who will be dependent and giving others
Yeah.
charity. This needs techniques,
Yes.
a mindset. And here we can work with you.
Yeah.
And even, by the way, even if all these plans that we talked about does
Yeah.
not work, remember, we can work with you in consultancy and just giving you feedback.
Yes.
And you do the work, even if we don't come here. And for us, the more people do the work, they will understand how much they have a power within them. And people is what their mindset, always anything need money.
Yeah.
Okay? But money is the last part of our asset.
Yes.
Because capital economy control us today,
Yeah.
we think about this way. But remember, you have natural asset, you have a human asset, you have a physical asset, you have many different type of assets that are not well utilized.
Yes.
And your land is fertile when you see it from the
In the plane, yeah.
plane. Dr. Ben was saying,
Yeah.
this is better than Scotland. And for us, Scotland is better. Okay?
Yeah.
But when we see the outcome from that fertile land, it is much less
Yeah.
compared to other countries.
Yes.
Although you have the land, you have the water, you have the human, you have everything.
So, what I wanted to say, when we are reaching to our last time of this session to go to part, this is the first meeting
Yeah.
of both organizations. The first meeting is only to introduce, but we go beyond that. I hope it's great for us. Unfortunately, if this week starts with created with anybody else, alhamdulillah, both the parties are on the table.
MashaAllah.
So this is the first time.
He's using his leadership skills.
Growing together, it belongs to us. Allah only paves the way for us.
Exactly.
So we have to go through that path. As Dr. Muhammad said previously, we have 2 lives. The next life is better than this one.
Yeah.
But we have to work and we have to change this world.
And give the message, and all of us message.
I attached some of the documents unfortunately for the secretary previously, with me physically. But we have to entertain in depth what is going to be in the future, what the current status. I hope this introduction is, I hope you feel comfortable with that. So the environment that you bring, that means inspiration economy by itself, is maybe in the near future what the government is wanting this one. My understanding for the government is that they are currently working, they tried international projects like sustainable development, something like that, but unfortunately there is succeed still.
Yes.
They need additional way of transiting the society from the underdeveloped to developing. So this inspirational economy is working with the mass society. I hope this industry banking and finance organization, if we will work together, it will bring, I hope, a good thing. I'm happy to meet him and also to sit together both of you. Dr. Dunya, have something on it?
I think we said all the things, and really, inshallah, we can work together. Because this will be لوجه الله سبحانه وتعالى إن شاء الله, and to make good things for the human all over the world, not only Muslims, Muslim, not Muslim. فمن أحياها كأنما أحيا الناس جميعا.
You know the ayah what she said, no?
Yeah.
أحياها فقد أحيا الناس جميعا. It's very important. And I think يعني since we have a majority of lots of people, I think your Muslim population not less than 30 million in this country.
Yeah, yeah.
يعني and the majority are poor.
Yeah, majority.
Under poverty line.
Yeah.
Under $2 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see this from just Addis Ababa. We didn't go yet, travel. But this is an opportunity for us. This problem is a big rizq.
Yeah.
It is like a big livelihood for us.
Yeah. You know, that's what we are being suffering for. Normally, when we set up this kind of things here, in the back of our mind is our biggest problem is changing the life of the Muslims. Yes. You see on the street, most of them, the beggars are from Islamic areas.
Yes.
From Islamic areas.
Yes.
So you always suffer in your mind.
Yes.
So we need to address these kind of things in a systematic way.
Yes.
You need to have
better
approach. Yeah. Not like
rather we work with beggars in Bosnia. We work with waste pickers in India. So we work with this level to the top schools, I mean, and universities and so on.
Yeah.
So we have all this experience, mashallah, and we feel now this is the right time. We employ it in such country like yours, where majority of Muslims are, they need to show by example. Even governments will change their minds for sure. Because the governments want, at the end of the day, want money.
Yeah, they will need
want people who are protective.
Yeah.
Okay. By talking only they will not.
Yes.
By more, and I'm telling you, even for Muslim in India, I sympathize and but always I say our mindset in aspiration economy, not sympathy only. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahman, he give you mercy. Ar-Rahim means sustenance of mercy. Sustenance of mercy. This, and Muslims in India, unfortunately, they created for themselves. Why? They've been only complaining, they never did something. They don't let their girls go to school. I tell you, I know when I meet non-Muslim, especially Hindu, they tell me, Muhammad, are you sure you are Muslim? I was telling him, even in Ghana, they tell me, are you sure you are Muslim? Your background, maybe your background, maybe your mother, your father, or something. Why? Because they've seen model. I'm working with people, I'm not talking about Islam, practicing Islam without talking, and doing the good deeds different way, not giving money directly, making people change and so on. I think this way, if we work on that, we will have, and we have, as he said, better educated people. Our girls go to school, women are empowered, organized, clean. And go to in India, you can see one Japanese guy. Let me forget about India for some time because India has a political problem now. But I tell you, in Japan. I gone in Japan in 1988. Okay. This is Japan. And I was looking for the mosque. I take taxi, and very expensive the taxi in Japan. Because they said it's far away, Tokyo, far away. So I said I must go to pray in the mosque of Tokyo. Maybe I not come back to this country again. I want to pray at this one. I was looking, I didn't find. Then I thought about something. I've seen a road, we passed that road, where there is lots of, the Japanese, every morning, they go and they throw the dust, the bag, they throw it in the dustbin. Nobody will come and collect the front from your house, like Europe. You have to go and throw it in the dustbin yourself, by bicycle, by anything. Except one road, I've seen many dust bags. And a little bit dirty. I said, maybe there is Muslims. Believe it or not, well, I go and I find a Japanese Muslim, very old man. He was 70s, with his hand shaking and standing. And I told him, when the mosque opened, he said it should have been open more than half an hour ago. But see, Muslims, they don't follow the time. The time. Okay. And he told me, Muhammad, I travel about 2 hours in the train to every day to come and pray in the mosque. And he's 30 years, mashallah, Muslim. يعني good Muslim, mashallah. He go to da'wah like this. We know tabligh, you know? Tabligh, he travel the countries. They tell me, Muhammad, these people, they never respect them. Even though I tell them many times, you are in Japan. People, this is the first thing they will see. Your cleanliness, your time. So we should see what is the culture is looking in values. We should emphasize it in our community. Because unfortunately, we might be good people who was worshipping Allah in our own, but we are not worshipping Allah in deeds, dealing with other. There's what is الدين المعاملة. What means الدين المعاملة?
It's a tradition, good deed.
Good deed, dealing with others.
Good deed,
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. I hope I get the feeling that this will work.
Inshallah.
We're the same.
We'll start, I didn't get your card.
Okay.
Or you can write it for us somewhere.